Yo, this your Wolf Tight, man. You not tuned in to hip hop since 1987. Let's get it.
Hip Hop since 1987.com.
Hey, Ty. Yo, like he said, we're talking to Tight. Y'all know me, Alana Milan, staff member from Hip Hop since 1987. I'm really excited to talk to you. How are you?
I'm nice to speak with you too. I've been waiting. They gave me the word today.
I know I got somebody sent me you, and I'm like, oh, I like this person. I'm tuned in. You in my Apple Music. You feel me? You in my library.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. Are you signed? You independent? You under management? What's going on?
I'm under Atlantic right now. Island Prolific / Atlantic Records.
Okay, congratulations. When did that happen?
Thank you. Say that again.
When did that happen?
Matter of fact, everything got finalized on my birthday, October 8th, last year.
That was a good birthday present, huh?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That ain't no regular birthday present. And what have you dropped so far since you got signed?
I'm gonna drop 2 records, which is Spinning Bins and Hot Boy, and I just on the 19th just dropped my project Sincerely 3 Part 1.
Okay. And do you have any like collaborations on that project, or is it just you so far?
Nah, it's just me, solo dolo on this one. Got some great producers on it though, like Loopholes, Beats Guys, Savage Puff, Mr. Jump Stupid, and that's pretty much that's on them. But it was a great, like, it turned out super crazy. The project was super crazy.
So when did you start making music?
I started making music like at the age of 6 years old. But my mom and my pops got like pictures of me like when I was a baby, like playing with, just different instruments and toys and shit like that. So I think I've been doing music since I came out the womb in a way.
But at what age would you say you started to take it seriously?
I took it serious like real early, like 8 or 9 years old. Like I already knew what I wanted to be. Like my yearbooks, like you used to have to write where you see yourself in 10 years and stuff like that. Like all of my yearbooks was either a rapper or a producer. So that was always something that I chased.
And so because I asked that because between 8 and 9 and now, how would you describe the transition in a few words? You had a dream, you made it happen. So how would you describe how that makes you feel?
A blessing. A super blessing. Like I never coming from where I'm coming from, an environment and the principles, and not even just seeing the everyday, you know what I'm saying, like outside of what this music shit done brought to the table, like it's a blessing, man. Like I thought I wouldn't even. I done heard so many no's. I started to believe them, along the way. So it's a blessing if I can put it all in one word. A super blessing.
I see it all over your face. I hear you said it was hard, coming out of where you came from.
That's Florida.
Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. I done lived on all sides of town. Like growing up, I was the only child. Both sides, my mom and my pops, and I stayed with both parents. But a lot of people, I always thought it was like, oh, he got it good because he got both parents. You know what I'm saying? And like what they don't know is I went to school, dressed. They was really wanted their son to be better than when they came up. You feel what I'm saying? But we went through the struggle.
Right.
You feel me? Like we went through the struggle just like the next damn person. Like we lived on all, man. I done went through probably how many years you in elementary? 5 years. I done went to 5 different, schools, but 3 different damn middle schools. It was lucky I stayed at one high school. So we moved around project to project just like anybody else. You feel what I'm saying? Like it ain't too different from the next rapper store. You know what I'm saying? So that's how pretty much I grew up. Like it ain't no side that I'm from. I don't stayed on all sides of Tallahassee. I know it just about everybody.
Tallahassee. Tallahassee. No, that is crazy, yo. Do you have any like future collaborations that you want to work on now that you have your foot in the door? Like, what do you have in terms of goals so far?
I love to work with Plies. Like that's my favorite artist of all time. Like Plies, like he got me through a lot of situations, and damn near outside of my household raised me in a funny speaking way. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up listening to him and Trick Daddy. So one of them on the record, like do me well. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't really try to chase the hype of features and whoever hot and stuff like that. And we connect, we get it done. You feel what I'm saying? But anything like that, like them probably like two people I really love to sit down in the studio and just pick their head and work with it. You know what I'm saying? So
well, it's safe to assume that they influenced you coming up as an artist as well.
most definitely. Hell yeah. Like I wouldn't sugarcoat that to nobody. Hell yeah.
Do you have any other inspirations? And they don't even have to be like, you know, artists themselves. Like, do you have any, like, I guess, aspirations in terms of successful people? Like, you know, where you want to be in the next 5 years, and just as a business, like you're an artist, at the end of the day, you're an entrepreneur, which makes you a businessman. So do you have anybody that you would, you know, say you follow their model just to come up as you're going along, you know?
I done got a lot into investing and stuff like that. So like I be having that state of mind like Ryan Buffett, you know, or Bill Gates. Like it ain't like I done got to the point now I used to think about, you know, the little money that I used to have and shit like that. I used to be living for the moment, and like I got a daughter now. So it's like my mindset and maturity level is like it's for the, you know what I'm saying? It's past the, you know, the childish stuff. So it's like I'm looking for generational wealth now. That's why I'm grinding my ass up. Like I don't got in that position where I'm able to go get it, you know, go get a bag and put it up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what my mindset, and that's who I like look up to outside of, you know, my profession. Like they old, but the business model, they set that shit up where family generations can have bread. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? So like that's what my mindset on right now.
Okay. And just as a musician, you know, like I said, you just got your foot in the door, you doing it. But like there are many people who have talent of your stature too who can't figure it out yet, you know? So do you have any tips for upcoming artists, you know, people that might look up to you one day? Do you have any tips on how they can go about just keeping themselves together and keeping it consistent?
Most definitely, man. Pray. That's the number one thing. Ask God for strength, dog, because this shit'll knock you down, like for real, for real. Getting in this profession, you'll see your own friends and family members start turning on you when you start to get, you know, when you starting to get success with it. And I say achieving more. You feel what I'm saying? But at the beginning of this shit, it's just like anything else, whether you going to school or, you know, you going off to, you know, get a trade or just anything like that. You got to grind this shit out, man. There's gonna be certain days you're gonna be up. There's gonna be a lot of damn days you're gonna be down. You feel what I'm saying? In the beginning, the two ain't gonna equal it up. It's gonna be more L's than wins. So you got to just have that state of mind and that mindset. If you're gonna do it, you got to follow all the way through with it. Like it takes certain people 15, 20 years before they even get their first little buzz, and they start at 15 and don't make it till they 30 something. So you got to see that shit through. Like, and nowadays you can be broke yesterday and woke up this morning, got a deal on the table. So like I say, stay consistent, and number one, stay prayed up, man. Ask for strength. That's the best advice I give anybody.
Definitely stay prayed up, stay consistent, because look at you working during the quarantine right now.
Most definitely.
So, and speaking of quarantine, how did you adjust to that? That was like a real big thing for everybody. A lot of, you know, working in the industry is being outside, being around people, performing, yada, yada. Like, how has that adjustment been?
For me, it's still the same damn thing. Like, if I'm supposed to be there, I'm being honest. If I'm supposed to be there, I don't be there. Like, I take care of my daughter and handle business. Like, that's it, you know? So it ain't too much really change as far as my everyday life. But outside of that, like the music business and the music world, like that, it has done slowed down and, you know, roadblocked a couple of things. But I know I'm going to shake back. I know my team going to shake back from it. So it's just been like an everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely, the family time, everybody together. So, like I say, it's a blessing in disguise at the same time. So it ain't really too much change.
Right. And aside from dropping your project, do you have anything else that we can be expecting? You know, post the year, like, cause it's what, July. We only got half the year left, so we got anything else that you can, push out for us?
Most definitely. We got my hot boy single. I'm going ahead and put the word out there. We got a remix coming for it, so that's gonna be major. So Hot Boy, we got another. I want to say the artists, but they'll jump on my head right now if I repeat that. But that we gotta hopefully we begin another part of Sincerely this year. So working on another project and on works, but mainly just like I say, just continuing to hit the pavement with with this project right here. We got another video coming up out the project, Lottery. So like I say, just gonna be more music, more content. As things start to open back up and stuff like that, it'll be more content that we'll be pouring out. But we trying to be as creative as possible right now. So that's probably about the biggest things right now that's set into play.
And we love to see it, period. Mr.
Mr.
Hot Boy himself, y'all. Tell us where we can keep up with you.
Yo, this your Will Tight, man. You can find me everywhere at The Real Tight. The DAREALTYTE. The Real Tight. Follow me.
And he said on everything. Don't get it fucked up. But you guys can follow me at Align Malign and follow us at Hip Hop Since 1987. Stay tuned for this interview with Tight. Period.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you.
Nice speaking to you too.
Good.